What's up, boys? It's Dave. We're going to get into a video where PewDiePie explains to you why fitness influencers are lying to you.
All your favorite Instagram influencers, Marvel superheroes, have been drinking the Kool-Aid. Master Chief, Johnny Bravo, Goku, they're all on steroids. I feel like if you mention this, a lot of people will go, well, obviously, duh. Like, everyone in the fitness bubble knows it. But if you think about, in general, how many people know about steroid usage and how common it is, I don't know. Do people know? I don't know.
They don't. People literally have no idea. If you talk to the average person, they have absolutely not a clue about who's on steroids, who isn't. I know we live in this little bubble, like he said, we live in the fitness bubble, where to us, it's kind of obvious. But even in the fitness bubble, if you're relatively new, you might think that, say, C-Bum is natural. Why? Well, because on the outside, he looks great, he's lean, he's handsome, he's got like decent hair. Or I know he's got hair transplant recently, but like even before, he looked good. When people think of steroid use, they think of like a bloated, gynoed out, acne mess. As long as a person has no side effects, to the average person or to the new person in fitness, they might as well be fucking natural, which is crazy. You can go on Instagram, have a few scrolls, and you will see an insane physique that's definitely not natural. You go on their bio and they're like, oh, lifetime natural, even though he's literally looks insane. If he were to take steroids, he would be one of the best bodybuilders out there. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's crazy what these people say. Like, you're literally, shut up.
Oh, I didn't used to know, and I worked out. You tell someone that doesn't lift that The Rock is on most likely on steroids. I mean, the guy's like what? He's approaching 50 years to pack that kind of muscle. Even with steroids, you know, it's damn impressive what he's able to accomplish. And the response is just no. He puts in the work, he puts in the hours. Okay. Yeah. No, obviously that's what I'm saying. But I'm also saying he dips his fingers in the vitamin gummy bear jar. Maybe he takes 2. Maybe he even takes 3 gummy bears. Who knows?
I mean, nobody would even look down on these people. Like, The Rock, if he came out and said, I've taken performance-enhancing drugs in my time, and I still do. I think he says that he has taken performance-enhancing drugs when he was younger, but he doesn't anymore. Even though year on year, he's getting bigger and bigger, more impressive and more impressive, and he's doing bigger roles and being a superhero, whatever he does, right? It's just not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen that you're gonna be 40, 50 years old. You're gonna be able to hold on to that much muscle mass, let alone fucking build on top of what you already have. He's bigger now at like 40, 50, however old he is, than he was when he was like 25, 30, where you should be in your prime, your biggest years. That doesn't make sense. That's not how the human body works. As you get older, you get smaller, not bigger.
We don't know because he doesn't talk about it. That's the whole point. There's no transparency. And that's why I think it's important, and not to, you know, make myself high and mighty, but I do think it's important for someone like me who has an audience that isn't necessarily into fitness to bring attention to this kind of thing. Because what I find is that in the industry, it seems like most people in some way are engaging with steroids. Everyone sees it. It's obvious to all these people, but a lot of people don't know about it. You even get people saying like, Arnold, he never did steroids. What are you talking about? Like, bro, he openly talks about it. You just can't get that physique. If it looks unnatural, it is unnatural.
I'll tell you a story. I used to have a friend, yeah, literally would swear down to you. He would have his arm chopped off by a machete, and he would say that Mike O'Hearn is natural. Why? Because he says he is. And, you know, he's just been making slow and steady progress. He's been insane ever since he was young, and there's no way that guy has ever touched any performance-enhancing drugs. Do you see what the type of people that are like that we're dealing with here? Like, they need to understand, like, this is why people need to be more open about it, because it can lead to scenarios where there's kids or whatever that go to the gym and they get such high expectations of what can be possible. Not only do these people have top 0.01% genetics, the ones you see on social media, but they also take fucking steroids. And if you're the average person, you're gonna go to the gym and you're gonna be like, okay, so I can probably get to like 90% of that, because, you know, I'm not as dedicated, it's not my whole life, you know, I just go to the gym. You're not gonna get to that, to even 90%. You're gonna get about halfway there, maybe in 10 years, and then what? You're gonna be disappointed, right? This is why people need to be honest, because you need to know the difference between someone who's natural and not natural. And if you don't, then you're gonna go to the gym and you might be really upset as to how much progress you can make, how much muscle you can build, and how strong you can get.
That's a good. And if you think that, you know, this kind of steroid use is the thing of the past, I got bad news for you. It's probably more prevalent than ever. You go on Instagram and you got 18-year-olds looking like fucking orcs. Again, if it ain't looking natural, it ain't natural. And I don't even necessarily have a problem with it. It is the lack of transparency that I have an issue with, especially when these Instagram influencers are selling their epic workout routines. Bro, just use my code and you can also look like me. Like, shut the fuck up. But what I do find as well, luckily, is that a lot of great lifters and a lot of YouTubers are open about talking about these things. This guy, Noel, made this video, which you might have seen. It kind of went viral, I think.
I'm not a natural bodybuilder, and I have a major problem with other influencers that are not as transparent about it. Not only does it create false hope through naturally unattainable results, it discourages many people from changing their lives. It also risks people's health for their financial gain. These same influencers enrich their lives by promoting and selling you their diet and training plans, making it seem naturally attainable to reach their chemically enhanced physiques when it's not.
Hell yeah, man. Yeah, I think he summarized it. That's pretty much my whole point of the video. But actually, I think what bothers me the most is that the people that really should be honest, because the thing is, there's always going to be Instagram scumbags. The whole concept behind selling them ideas to improve their bodies and, I don't know, in any way, it's existed forever, it feels like. But you have companies like Disney and Marvel producing these superheroes, expanding their muscles to fit the part in a very short amount of time. And I think to start off, Chris Hemsworth is a great example. He's an absolute beefcake. Can you even be mad at him for using steroids? Like, people want to see him big.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with people using steroids, right? You should be able to do whatever you want, and that's fine. And like he said, even the low-level Instagram, like scumbags, he says, that will lie about their use to sell you, whether it's their own products, their training plans, coaching, whatever it is. Those will always exist. What's important is for the people that have massive reach, that they're honest, because at that point you've got such a large scope of people looking at you that are like, okay, well, I just want to go train, I want to be like you, I want to do this. You just got to tell them, like, you're going to be able to get somewhere towards where that person can be, right? To what you're trying to achieve. You can get somewhere along there, but you're not going to get all the way there. No matter how much work you put in, there's going to be a hard barrier. That is, you're going to have to become unnatural, and then that comes with its own fucking, profile of random things that are going to happen to you. But there's going to be a hard barrier as to what you can achieve naturally. Bear in mind, this is the craziest part. The natural barrier is fucking insane. You will look crazy. And if you want to look crazy and you want to look as if you're on steroids, the only difference between you looking the way you are and steroids is a bit of muscle and getting fucking shredded. Because realistically, the people that, look like they're on steroids when they're natural are shredded naturals, right? So you can 100% get an insane physique. Like my friend AB, yeah? His physique is insane. He just goes to the gym. He's got really good genetics, right? But he's natural. He looks amazing. Most people would just be like, yep, I'm taking that physique any day of the week. And they will never need to take steroids. He is never gonna touch steroids because his physique is insane. You can achieve amazing bodies naturally. Don't take the leap. It's not worth it. You don't want, just being a superhero, what are you thinking? You're gonna look great. You're gonna be just fine.
You see all the comments on this Instagram post and like, I can't wait to fucking see how big your muscles are on Thor. It's gonna be fucking awesome. Like, can you really blame him? Actors and entertainers put their health aside for the sake of entertainment. We want it, they provide it. Can you really be mad about it? But what I don't like about Chris, especially, is that he's selling this app where here it looks natural, by the way. That's perfectly attainable. Train, eat, and live better with Chris Hemsworth's team. Like, what? I gotta pay monthly to get his workout routine? Like, get the fuck out of here. Am I missing something here? Like, how many teenage Marvel fans do you think are buying this just hoping to look like Chris? Like, they're clearly selling the idea. Like, to play devil's advocate, I'm sure, there are some good workout in there. I haven't tried this app. I'm not going to. But the whole selling point is, they want to look like Chris. And I can even see myself as a teenager. If I was young selling this, I would totally buy into that. And it's just lame, dude. Like, we know the reason why you put that physique to the next level. And it's not just putting the work, putting the hours, okay? Here's him posting on his Instagram about his trainer. No, what is this? His stunt man. Bro, come on, get out of here. Everyone is just making fun of them as well in the comments. Like, it's so obviously steroid use. I'm just wondering if they will also provide a specific drug dose.
8 weeks! 8 weeks! What the fuck?
And intervals needed for Hemsworth to look like this. It's fine to lift, but let's stop acting like the Marvel heroes aren't juiced to the gills. Thank you. Our second Marvel boy is Kumail, who had a huge transformation. He did this transformation in a year.
Even if people knew how much people take, right? Like exact amounts. I give you Chris Hemsworth's diet, training, and every single drug is taken. yeah? You go and do it. You're not gonna look like him, okay? You're not gonna have the same bicep insertions. You're not gonna have the same shoulder insertions. Your lats aren't gonna look the same. Your abs are gonna look the same. It is important for people to be honest about their steroid use. Although, I think keeping the actual side of what they take, I think that's something that should be probably left to the educators of the world. Like, you know what I mean? Like, people that know exactly what they're talking about. You shouldn't be having your dosage advice or steroid, leaving ideas, even just to plant the ideas. You shouldn't be taking it from some random fucking influencer, yeah? So say I'm not natural, and I tell you, hey, I've taken 5,000 milligrams of Tren, and this is what my physique looks like. Haha, I'm really happy-go-lucky. What the fuck, right? These people have no idea, essentially. And they're not doctors, and they're probably not monitored by doctors. So don't listen. You should never listen to influencers, right? They should tell you. Here is the fact of the matter is, I'm not natural. They shouldn't tell you what they take, because as soon as that happens, then you have all that audience that follows them, and they go, ah, that guy's fucking sick, and he's fine. He looks completely healthy. Let me do exactly as he does. Timmy goes and takes the fucking steroids, ends up with gyno, acne, hair loss, and becomes depressed because number one, he's not getting any gains, and number two, now he's riddled with like random side effects. Do you know what I'm saying? So, be honest, but I think the intricate details should be left, you know, to the side.
He did this transformation in a year, according to the news articles. What the fuck? Like, even on steroids, that's impressive as hell. Because and anyone transforming in a year, that's a dead giveaway, okay? Like, building muscle takes time. It's a slow process. And I at least understand, you know, you get the role for this superhero thing. They have to fit the part. They need to gain muscle in a really short amount of time. How do you do that? Well, there's one secret sauce, and it's getting steroids to build muscle. Transforming
a physique is gonna take anywhere between like 3 to 5 years, okay? You're gonna go to the gym for 2 years. If you're the normal average bloke, yeah? You're gonna put a bit of muscle on, but you're gonna put a t-shirt on, and unless you have insane vascularity, like running through your arms or something, and you're just really genetically gifted, right? You're not gonna look like you lift that much, right? Like you won't, no one's gonna like seriously be looking at you like, fuck, that guy's massive, right? That type of shit takes years, like good 5, 6, 7 years of proper graft in order to get to where somebody can look at you, random person, and be like, that guy trains seriously, he's been doing it for a long time. Like, when I trained for like 2 years, right? 2-3 years when I started, I still looked normal in comparison to some random guy that just like plays rugby here and there. Yeah, I would walk in school or like college, whatever, and I just looked the same. Like, I didn't look like crazy. It takes a long time to transform your physique, and if somebody's transforming the physique in absolutely no time, it's pretty much a dead giveaway.
I don't know why he looks goofier in the movie. I don't know how that's even possible. Now, after the movie, it looks like he kept it going. Dude, look at this. Get the guy. Look at this. Dude, get the hell out of here. Shut up, like, stop it. I feel like people also, again, defend this and be like, well, you know, he's got the best trainers in the industry, and he's got probably the best nutrition as well. That's how he's able to pull that off. Yes, but he's also got the guy feeding him the, you know, the steroids that hit him just right.
There's no amount of fucking dieting and training, yeah, that's gonna push you below the human limits, right? There's only a certain amount of muscle your body can synthesize in a certain amount of time without drugs, right? There's only a certain amount of training you can recover from. There's only a certain amount of time you can spend sleeping. There's only a certain amount of food you can eat. It's just fucking insane that these people go around saying like, yeah, it was natty. I just have the best. I just live this shit, man. This is what I do. I do this every day. You don't want it as hard as I do. Yeah, fuck off, mate. It's just so obvious. Like, whenever I see it, and I see it all over social media, and I know people personally, all right? I'm not gonna call out any names because it's just dumb. Okay? But I know people personally that are 100% on the source. They're gonna be they'll stand up. They'll stand up and they'll tell you, no, I do not take steroids. I am natural. I work so hard. I do this. Shut up. Honestly, please. It just hurts my brain, yeah? If you're gonna be a fake natural, right? Or whatever you wanna be, just don't talk about it, okay? It's better left unsaid than saying I'm natural, yeah? That's just probably the better way to go about it. If you don't want to talk about it, and you want to be ambiguous, I guess, and you want to be a little bit on like the unethical side, just don't talk about it. But don't fucking say you work harder and everything else, just because it's just literally, you're just stroking your own shit. Like, you don't work harder than everybody else. Most people, like loads of people that are dedicated to fitness, like me and you, we train, we eat, we sleep. Yeah, that's what we do. Everything's in check. And like, these people can come in and be like, I just train harder than you. What do you do? Do you do 20 sets instead of 10? Yeah, good luck recovering. Do you know what I mean? Fuck off.
Let's just talk about these two. Okay, I think he got so ripped that even people that know about steroid usage will be like, well, if I had to use steroids to look like this, what's the fucking point? Well, then you're working out for the wrong reason, and that's ridiculous. But anyway, the truth is steroids work incredibly well. Yes, you still have to put in the work, you have to put in the hour, you need to know what to eat. These are essential to growing muscle. But if this guy was natural, and this is what he was able to accomplish in a year, if he then put on steroids on top of this, he wouldn't be able to fucking move.
When you look at physiques that you're like, is this guy on steroids? Then you think, then he's like, I'm natty. Okay, cool. What if he took steroids? What if Mike O'Hearn took steroids? He's natural, right? You know, he's natural. What if he took steroids? He just randomly just started taking steroids. He just goes, wins the Mr. Olympia by a landslide, just fucking annihilates everyone on stage. Not even competition. He'll be 400 pounds, shredded to the bone. Fuck off, all right? That is a really good way to think about it, yeah? What if that person took steroids? What if The Rock took steroids? He'd be 50 years old, 400 pounds, shredded to the bone. He'd literally look like the Hulk in real life. Or, what's more likely? He's already on steroids. Not that hard to figure out, right? Do you know what I mean? All right, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave it a like, subscribe. Overdrive is back in stock. If you want to check out Overdrive, it's the first link in the description. It's the best pre-workout in the UK, delivered within 48 hours to your door. Let's go. Look at the ingredients. They're actually absolutely mental. I got a whole display here. Look up there. You just can't see it yet. Okay, much love. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.